Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am here with a project featuring the brand new United We Flourish Stitched Together stamp set. This was designed by Waffle for the Essentials by Ellen line. It's a campaign that's been going on for, about a year and a half now, I'd say. And this United We Flourish campaign or idea is all about how we as a crafting community are all better when we come together. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first saw this stamp set, I was like, what the heck is that? But I'm going to tell you, it makes a beautiful stitched floral globe. And it's great because it's easy to line up. And all of the pieces on the stamp set are numbered. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so easy, you can't mess it up. I'm starting with the large water portion. That's what it's marked on the stamp set. And I stamped that in some Distress Oxide Black Soot ink because I'm going for like that chalkboard globe effect, I guess. So that's what I started with. And then I'm taking the number 2 piece, which is the first of the floral images, and I'm stamping that in pink pearl ink from Altenew. Now you're going to see this come together as I stamp, and I am doing 2 globes at the same time because I always feel like if I have my MISTI out and I'm lining everything up, I might as well make more than one. So now I have the 3rd piece here, and this is the other floral portion. And by the way, water, floral, leaves, those are all marked on the stamp set as well. I am inking that up with Coral Bliss ink and stamping that onto the globe as well. Now this portion is the leaves, and I am going to stamp this in Altenew Sweet Leaf ink. And I do have to say that I thought this might be a difficult stamp set to kind of line up, but because everything in cross stitch, this is modeled after cross stitching, because everything's so really linear, it really is super easy to kind of figure out where everything goes. And I did stamp this on a piece of scrap paper. I just wanted to show you that apparently. So I'm going to be doing some embossing for the globe stand. So I wanted to make sure the ink that I had already stamped on there was good and dry. So I heat set that. And now I'm positioning the globe stand right around the globe. It kind of wraps around there. I'm going to ink this up in Versamark ink and stamp it onto my paper. I'm going to actually be adding some gilding flakes to this to add kind of a metallic effect. So that's what I'm going for here. And I'm just going to flip this around and do that second globe. I'm doing this all at the same time so that I don't have to go back and redo anything. And this ink will stay wet long enough for me to add the embossing powder to both sides and heat set it. So for the embossing powder, I'm using Ranger Sticky Embossing Powder. This is going to create a sticky finish so that I can adhere my gilding flakes onto that globe stand. And I very gently tapped it off, and this embossing powder sets so fast. You have to be quick because you do not want to overheat it. You just want to heat it till it's melted. You can see it right away, and then move your heat gun on because if you overheat it, it will lose its stick. So now I've brought in an old shoebox, and I have my Sunkissed Copper Gilding Flakes from Tonic. And I'm just sprinkling a few of those over the top of my paper here. And then I'm going to close this up because, trust me, this stuff will get everywhere if you don't keep it contained, which is why I'm doing it in a box. And then I'm going to take these gilding flakes and I'm going to press them into the sticky part that I just added to my paper with the embossing powder. And that's going to be my globe stand. And I'm really going to take my time to press these flakes into that sticky embossing powder. Make sure I get a really good bond with that. Then I'm going to dust off my hands, and I was tempted to blow on it here, but trust me, do not do it. I have done it before, and you will have gilding flakes everywhere. So at this point, I can now bring in a stiff brush. This is a brush from Tonic, and I am just brushing away the excess, and that's going to bring a little bit of the detail back into these globe stands. Now with the gilding flakes, I do feel like you lose a little bit of the detail. I can get better detail with a plain embossing powder, but I don't get quite the metallic finish with an embossing powder that I do with gilding flakes. So you can kind of make the determination if you want it to look super metallic and you're not using a super detailed image. Maybe you want to go with the gilding flakes. If you're using something more detailed and you want to maintain that detail and that super metallic look isn't super important to you, then maybe you want to use embossing powder, like a gold embossing powder. So I've gone ahead and stamped some hearts, die cut those with the coordinating dies. I've die cut my globes several times. I've die cut not only the stamped version, but just some plain versions because I'm going to stack these up to create a dimensional die cut. And I just wanted to show you here that you can use a tape runner or you can use a liquid glue like the Zig 2-way glue pen that I'm doing here. Now, I prefer to actually use a liquid glue, especially if it's a more detailed die, because I can get to all of those edges, but a tape runner does work fine in this instance as well. The other benefit of the liquid glue is you get a little bit of time to kind of move it around into place to make sure you have everything lined up perfectly. So I stacked up about 6 of those globes to create some dimension, and then I took the little tiny, it's like 3 stitches, and I went in with a darker colored ink and stamped a few areas on the globe to add a little bit of contrast. And now I'm taking this brushstroke stamp from Tim Holtz. I've inked it up in some Minty Mint ink, and then I inked up that background stamp in some Sweet Leaf ink, and I pressed the two together. This is an old technique called kissing. It just adds a little bit of texture to that brush stroke and a little bit of that darker ink, and I stamped that onto my card base. So now I have a little strip of vellum, and I'm going to heat emboss this sentiment that says, "You are my," and I'm just doing that with some white embossing powder. I tried a copper embossing powder. It did not look good with the copper that I used on the globe stand, so it wasn't doing it for me. So I used white instead. And now I am going to take some of this HAI Supply washi tape, and I'm just going to slice it so it's much thinner than what it really is. And I'll just take that and add it right over the bottom of this brush stroke there and then trim it off. Now to adhere my sentiment, I'm just using a little bit of strong liquid glue right behind the embossed area on that sentiment strip. And then I'm going to take some tape runner and adhere this entire thing onto my card base here. And I did add a little heart over to the right side of that globe on both of these. And I'm going to finish the card off with a little bit of this like natural burlap twine right across the top. I just thought that was a fun accent to that kind of chalkboard floral themed globe there. And to add a little bit of shine, I did add some sparkling clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. Now for another accent on the globe, I went ahead and trimmed out these banner pieces or die cut these banner pieces from some vellum. These are from the Essentials by Ellen Parcel box set. It has some great accent dies. And I just trimmed those down and added them over the top left-hand corner of my globe using some Cool Tack clear foam adhesive. So that finishes off my cards for today, featuring the new Stitch Together stamp set from the United We Flourish Essentials by Ellen line. These were designed by Waffle. They're available exclusively at ellenhutson.com, and I will have links to the featured supplies in the description at YouTube, so be sure to check that out. And for a complete list of supplies, more still shots, and more information, be sure to head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Now for these cards, I didn't use the sentiments that came with the stamp set. I kind of like went rogue and created my own. So this says, "You are my world," because the globe is behind it. And then for the second card, I wrote, "He's got the whole," on a sentiment strip and put that over the globe or the world there so that it's like he's got the whole world. And then on the inside of the card, I can write "in his hands." And I just thought that was a fun and different way to kind of use these globes with some different sentiments. And there are some great sentiments in the stamp set as well. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed these projects. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of my card making and paper crafting video tutorials. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm so glad you stopped by, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the very end. You know, if you've made it this far, you are my favorite. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click that button on the left side of the screen. And here's a couple more video tutorials I thought you might enjoy.